few hours was one of the most, like, uncomfortable, like, weird streams of all time, bro.
And if there's videos and pictures of the wells being built and that's different. So where are they? This does not count. This is something you see in a textbook at school. What the fuck, dude?
This is all this stream was, bro. The epitome of the stream was basically just MrBeast pressuring people into donating to Team Water.
And I apologize to every streamer that or every single public figure that I pressured. And I'm sorry to that.
MrBeast's charity drama just spiraled out of control, and it's getting messy fast. Jynxzi jumped on stream and started calling out MrBeast, bringing up that strange Team Water situation from a few months back, and suddenly everything felt off. Then Aiden Ross stepped in, asking the question everyone was thinking. Where are these water wells Jimmy said he was going to build? That hit hard, and people started digging deeper, trying to figure out what was actually happening behind the scenes. Then MrBeast clapped back at Jynxzi on Twitter, but instead of clearing things up, it just made everything look worse. It came off like he missed the whole point, and people were not letting that slide. The situation got even more intense when talk started about MrBeast possibly suing Aiden Ross for defamation, which only made everything explode even bigger. So here's where all this chaos began. Back in August 2025, Jimmy launched the Team Water charity, saying he wanted to raise money to help communities in Africa get access to clean drinking water by building wells. At least that's how it looked on paper. It sounds incredible at first, like he's using his money and influence to help people who actually need it. But the way he went about raising that money had people side-eyeing the whole thing real quick. A lot of people felt like there was pressure involved, like he was low-key pushing folks into donating instead of letting it happen naturally. There's this clip going around where MrBeast is on a call with a bunch of streamers, and they suddenly add Asmongold into the group chat while he's live in front of a huge audience. Out of nowhere, Jimmy puts him on the spot, basically asking if he's going to donate money to help people survive and get clean water, right there, in front of everyone watching. That kind of pressure hit different, and viewers instantly picked up on how awkward it felt. And it didn't stop there. Even Logan Paul spoke up about it, which made the whole situation even louder. He straight up said, "Yeah man, they also put me on the spot." And that says a lot about how uncomfortable that moment really was.
We know you got a lot of that in.
Hey! What is this?
Yeah, there's this charity thing called Team Water where every dollar donated is a year of clean water for someone in need. And, we're trying to raise money to get people clean water all around the world. It's, a big thing. People die from it. And we were just curious. Your friends here were saying you were a very generous soul.
Are you really going to do this shit? Fucking McDonald's drive-thru, man. Is this going to happen to me?
You're putting people on the spot.
Nah.
Hey, they put me on the spot too, man. And now I'm broke.
And out of everyone dragged into this chaos, Kai took the biggest hit, no debate. If you were online when this popped off, you already know how loud it got because the entire internet was on his neck non-stop. People were going in, back to back, flaming him because he's one of the biggest streamers on the planet, and he didn't donate to the Team Water charity. Now let's be real for a second. People were already side-eyeing Kai before this even happened. He's known for those wild subathons where he's pushing for more subs, regular viewers sending money to someone who's already sitting on millions. So the second he didn't donate, the internet flipped the switch and called him a hypocrite instantly. They were like, "How are you asking your fans to keep stacking your money but you can't put anything toward a charity like this?" That narrative spread fast and it stuck. But looking back now, the situation hits completely different. Kai had every right to not give a single dollar to MrBeast's charity, no matter how big it was or how good it sounded on the surface. That's the part people did not want to hear at the time. One viral tweet even said, people were really calling Kai crazy for not letting MrBeast pressure him into donating. And that take actually aged way better than people expected. Meanwhile, the hate didn't slow down at all. The internet kept coming at Kai from every direction. Non-stop criticism, non-stop pressure, and it just kept escalating louder and louder. MrBeast didn't exactly calm things down either during that stream with XQC and Aiden Ross. They spent hours trying to get wealthy creators to donate to the charity, but at the same time, they kept joking about Kai, and those jokes only made things worse. It might have sounded light in the moment, but it pushed even more attention onto him, and you could literally see the backlash stacking up fast. And here's the part that really got under people's skin. It wasn't just about the pressure or those emotional tactics being used to push donations, it was also about recognition. Even if these creators stepped up and gave money, they weren't really getting proper credit for it. Everything still circled back to MrBeast, like he was the main face of it all, and that didn't sit right with a lot of people watching. Now fast forward to April 10th and things start heating up all over again. popular streamer Jynxzi finally speaks out about the entire situation, and the second he opened his mouth, the drama got loud again real quick.
2 hours was one of the most like uncomfortable, like weird streams of all time, bro. Basically, this is all this stream was, bro. The epitome of the stream was basically just MrBeast pressuring people into donating to Team Water, which is a great cause. But at the end of the day, let's be honest, chat. If Team Water raises, whatever, like $100 million, who gets the credit for it, bro? Who's gonna make the tweet and say, oh, this is Team Water and we raised this amount of money? Who gets all the credit for this, chat? MrBeast. Exactly. So basically, we're all donating. He's getting all the credit, but we're all getting pressured into donating in front of, hundreds of thousands of people. When you combine all the streams, you're talking 200,000 people are watching this live. And at the end of the day, I kind of thought about it, and it's like, well, at the end of the day, it goes to a good cause, so I don't really care. Like, it goes to a good cause. But that's all this stream is, bro. This is one of the, like, this stream was just excruciating, bro.
The man.
And every time somebody would join the call, bro, it was just like, you know.
This whole situation really puts a spotlight on a bigger issue with how a lot of creators are handling charity right now. At some point, it stops feeling like it's purely about helping people and starts looking more like a public image move, something designed to look good in front of millions watching. And yeah, it's fair to say MrBeast has done a lot of good with his charity projects. That part isn't up for debate. But at the same time, people are starting to call out the other side of it too. They're bringing up how he promotes products to a younger audience, and that adds another layer to the conversation. For some, it makes the whole thing feel more complicated, like this kind of charity work is the baseline expectation rather than something extra. When you really break it down, it seems like MrBeast understood exactly how these streamers and creators operate. He knew they care about their image, their brand, and how the public views them. So putting them on the spot live in front of massive audiences makes it way harder for them to say no without instantly looking bad. And that pressure hits different when millions are watching. And that kind of pressure hits way different when your career is tied to your public image. You already saw how that played out with Kai. He chose not to donate, which is completely his decision. And the internet came down on him hard for weeks. People were dragging his name everywhere, even pulling in unrelated stuff just to make him look worse, blowing it up way bigger than it ever needed to be. Now, with all that context, things take another sharp turn. MrBeast finally responds on Twitter, directly replying to that Jynxzi clip that was going viral on one of those huge clip pages. And he didn't hold back either. He said, "We were streaming in front of hundreds of thousands of people, and the clip got millions of views, so they did get credit regardless," basically pushing back on the whole recognition argument. He also doubled down and made his stance clear. He said he doesn't feel bad for asking multimillionaires publicly to help people who are struggling with unsafe water get access to clean water so they can live longer. That's the position he stood on, and he didn't try to soften it at all. Now, from a neutral point of view, this isn't really about picking sides. At the end of the day, it's a group of wealthy creators arguing over massive amounts of money that most people won't ever come close to touching. But what really made this situation blow up again was how people online reacted to his response. One reply that started gaining serious attention said, "Sounds like MrBeast found the perfect setup," and they went even further. They claimed he made it almost impossible for people to say no by calling them live and putting them on the spot in front of huge audiences, and that's the part that really got people talking again. That's exactly where a lot of the criticism is coming from, the pressure factor, and it only gets more intense from there. That same reply didn't just stop at calling out the setup, it went even further, claiming there's no clear proof of where the money is actually going, which is a serious accusation if it holds any weight. And what made things even louder is that Aiden Ross also spoke on this during a stream while reacting to the new Jynxzi situation. He straight up said there was barely any proof shown of wells being built or the money going anywhere legitimate, and that instantly made people start questioning everything even more. Now that part opens a whole different conversation, but we'll get deeper into that later. Right now, the biggest issue people are pointing at is how MrBeast responded. It felt like he brushed right past Jynxzi's actual point completely. Because this was never just about sending money to a charity in the first place. It was about the intention behind how it was being done. People felt like MrBeast was setting things up in a way where he would still end up taking most of the credit no matter who donated. Jynxzi made that clear too. He was basically saying that when MrBeast asks for donations like that, especially live, it starts to feel forced, and that's where the discomfort kicks in for a lot of people. And yeah, to be fair, MrBeast did address the credit argument in his response. The creators who donated did get exposure, clips, views, their names circulating all over social media for a moment. But at the same time, that doesn't tell the full story, and that's exactly why people are still debating this so heavily. In the long run, most people aren't going to remember those individual creators for this charity at all. Everything stays tied to the Team Water name, and that brand is completely linked to MrBeast. So when people look back on it later, most of the credit is still going to land on him, especially since he's the face of the entire project, and even getting major recognition like world records connected to it. And with that in mind, the situation keeps escalating. Aiden Ross jumps back into the conversation live on stream, and he doesn't waste any time. The first thing he brings up is the exact question everyone has been asking this whole time. Where are these wells that Jimmy said he was going to build? That question alone was enough to spark even more debate and pull even more eyes into the drama.
And if there's videos and pictures of the wells being built and that's different. So where are they? This does not count. This is something you see in a fucking textbook at school. What the fuck, dude? No. Where is it? Where is it? It's 41 million years of water. I know I'll probably get texts and calls, but I don't care. This is a shit show. And I got fucked. From my opinion, I did. Don't care my perspective, I did. It was a great stream. I don't take that back. But could have been done better. Also, fuck that. No, hell no. I'm gonna say some shit. I was a condom. I was put on a dick. Fuck. Threw the condom off. That's me. Throw it in the trash. Said I was gonna be in the videos where everyone's streamer setups were built. All this, that. Never happened. Never fucking happened. Why? Because sometimes I say things and I'm just authentic. Every single streamer has weird ass allegations, but Aiden Ross is the controversial figure. I'm the fucked up guy, right? When I'm open about everything. Me and my friend group, we show you guys everything, but I'm the fucked up guy. Saikuna, that Asian person, just got caught being a serial cheater. I saw that. All these guys are all fucked up. But the one thing you'll know about me is I'm fucked up, but I shit when I'm fucked up. These guys don't have backbones, they're pussies. All of them.
So now people are saying MrBeast hasn't really shown clear proof of these wells actually being built, and that's exactly what's got everyone raising eyebrows right now. The conversation shifted fast, and now it's less about the stream moments and more about what actually came out of all that money. And honestly, people aren't even shocked at this point. A lot of folks already don't trust large charities like that anymore, so it didn't take much for doubts to start creeping in. Now, just to be clear, this isn't saying Team Water actually did anything shady or unethical, nothing like that. But online, people are still connecting it to those familiar stories they've seen before. You know, the ones people always talk about, where non-profit leaders end up paying themselves huge salaries, flying private, eating at expensive places, and labeling it all as operational costs. That kind of narrative sticks with people, and once it's in their head, it's hard to shake. So when there's no clear proof laid out publicly, people start jumping to conclusions and assuming the worst. And that's exactly where things start getting out of control.
And I apologize to every streamer that or every single public figure that I pressured. And I'm sorry to them. And Jimmy, I will apologize to you if you show the proof of the water. It's been almost a year, and I've said this. You don't even have to do it to me. Do it for the people that are saying it's fake, where it's the water. Please. I've spoken to many people. That's it. That's it. You could shut everybody the fuck up by doing that. I'm sorry to the people that got pressured. I'm sorry about that. Everybody. I was in the wrong. Looking back, I was in the wrong, and I'm taking accountability fully. I'm not folding. No. I'm apologizing to people that I pressured from my network to donate, because that's not right. That's the truth. I feel bad doing that. That's what I'm apologizing for.
Even if that doubt isn't completely fair, it's spreading fast. And that's exactly what's happening right now. Once people start questioning something like this, it doesn't slow down. It multiplies. And it's bringing back memories of things people have heard before, even going back to school lessons about huge amounts of money being sent to help certain places. Millions, sometimes even more. And somehow it just disappears along the way. Whether it's corruption or mismanagement, those stories stuck with people, and now they're looking at this situation through that same suspicious lens. People have seen that pattern too many times, so now they're connecting dots even if they don't have all the facts. And to be honest, even the way the charity is presented is confusing some people. If you go on the site, it mentions raising around $40 million, then throws out something like 40 million years of water supply, which sounds massive, but also kind of hard to fully understand at first glance. It almost feels like the wording is built to sound huge and grab attention instead of clearly breaking down what's actually happening. Maybe there is a detailed explanation behind it, but the way it's presented leaves people with more questions than answers. Because if you think about it, it would hit way clearer if it was something simple, like a set amount raised equals one well built for a specific number of people. That kind of transparency is exactly what people are looking for right now. And after all that tension, Aiden steps back in again, trying to smooth things over. He says he actually messaged Jynxzi privately to apologize for putting pressure on him to donate, showing he's at least trying to clean things up after everything that went down.
I don't think MrBeast gets the point. I also do want to keep it a buck. I privately texted Jynxzi and I apologized. And I'm going to publicly apologize to Jynxzi because he's right. And anybody who thinks he isn't right, you're incorrect. When no streamers were answering the phone, I came through, XQC came through. It was a good experience for the most part. And it wasn't right. Looking back, it wasn't right. Looking back, it wasn't, it wasn't good pressuring people. It made a lot of streamers look bad. and I do apologize for that as well.
Now things just took another wild turn as of Sunday night, right after all of this went down. The situation didn't cool off at all. It actually got even more intense. Aiden jumped on stream and claimed that MrBeast is now threatening to sue him for defamation, saying he's spreading false information about Team Water. That instantly raised the stakes, because now this isn't just online drama anymore. It's starting to sound like a legal battle. But here's where it gets messy. If you actually listen to what Aiden said, he wasn't going off or saying anything reckless. He was asking a simple question. Where is the proof that these wells are being built? That's it. And now that question is at the center of everything. So now the pressure is building even more, because what started as basic criticism and curiosity is quickly turning into talk of lawsuits, and that shift changes everything real fast.
Oh, my bad. You talking about the MrBeast first bill? Bro, I got a text about threatening illegal. Try it, bro. Please try it. I swear, bro, I'm begging. Because the motherfuckers that threaten to push legal today, I will win. And you got money, so it's great. Like, please try it, bro. Allegedly, in my opinion, I say it. Rock Nation gave me a fucking key. Try it. I'm not worried or bothered at all.
And now shifting over to XQC, who also weighed in on the whole situation. It's important to remember, he was actually there during that charity livestream with MrBeast and Aiden Ross, so he saw everything unfold in real time. XQC basically said Jynxzi could have just said no, or told them he'd donate privately instead. And on the surface, that sounds simple enough, like it should have been an easy way out. But here's the problem. It's not that straightforward when you're a massive public figure with a huge, active fan base watching your every move. Just look at what happened to Kai. The moment he didn't donate, the backlash hit instantly, and it hit hard. That reaction alone shows how risky it is to say no in that kind of environment. So yeah, technically Jynxzi had options. But in reality, being under that spotlight with thousands, sometimes millions, watching live makes those choices way more complicated than people think.
Chat, as much as I want to agree with Jynxzi as best as I can, right? I agree with what he says, right? But the way out of it is like a really simple solution. Like if you get called up, I think you could just say, like a lot of people did, yo, I just donate privately and shit like that. Oh, that's a cool cause. Good job, guys. I really like the stream. I keep it up. And I usually keep my donations private so that it's just the way it operates. And then people and nobody really blinked an eye about people who said that.
Then XQC takes it a step further and starts getting real about how he actually felt during that whole situation. He doesn't hold back either. He admits the way MrBeast was trying to get people to donate came off weird to him, and it didn't sit right at all. He also pointed out something else that really bothered him. He said he didn't like how the stream kept getting extended again and again for the Team Water charity, almost like it was being stretched longer than necessary just to keep pushing for more donations. That part made the whole situation feel even more uncomfortable. You could tell from the way he was talking that he wasn't fully on board with how everything was handled, and hearing that from someone who was actually there in the moment just added even more weight to the criticism.
I said it while it was live, and I said it afterwards. I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought that the methods were a little bit too much. And not just a little bit, it was way too much. I said it at the time when it was still live that I was uncomfortable with it. After, and I said it multiple times, that I think that the method was just not okay. Like, just the fact that recalling and re-bringing up somebody and then going back onto the same people. Or I think it was too much, and I think the reading the room was just not happening. And I also feel like, and I think MrBeast know this already, like the reading the room of that room with me and Aiden was not good either. Like me and Aiden kept pausing and looking at each other and looking at him as in like, yo, can we do like a read the room check? And it's like he would just not connect. You can go back into the VOD at least 10 times. We pause, I look at Aiden, I look at him, and there's a pause, and he doesn't read the room. And I think it's just maybe it's just maybe a YouTube personality. Are you doing like? And then when he said, "Oh, dude, let's extend the stream," and then I pause. I'm like, "Yeah, we could do that." And I look at Aiden, and then he's like, "So basically, we're in." And I'm like, "Well, I need to kind of look at some stuff to see if we can do it." Oh, so we're gonna get in there and do that then. So we're good. And I'm like, "Yeah, well." Bro, you know what I mean? Like, bro, it's like read the room checks, and you know, like
reading in between the lines.
Yeah. And if you're wondering why this older drama suddenly popped back up out of nowhere, here's what sparked it. Jynxzi recently reacted to a video titled "Streamers Keep Disrespecting Jynxzi," and the creator brought this whole situation back into the conversation. While watching it live, Jynxzi decided to speak on everything, and that's what dragged all this drama right back into the spotlight. Now the debate is everywhere again, and people are going back and forth like it just happened yesterday. So now it really comes down to this. What do you think about it? Do you feel like MrBeast actually pressured people into donating? Or do you think these streamers should have just donated and not worried about credit at all? Or maybe it's even simpler than that, and people should just be free to do whatever they want with their own money, no pressure involved. Because at the end of the day, opinions are split. Some people feel strongly about it, while others don't care at all. Like personally, whether a millionaire donates or not, that's on them. It doesn't really change anything for most people watching. But yeah, drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to see what people are really thinking about this situation. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share if you want to stay tapped in on all the latest drama, because this one is not dying down anytime soon.